What is going on, guys? Back with a new video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do one of the best Easter eggs on Haven's Hollow, that is the Blood Moon Ritual. Now, just a quick heads up, there are 6 different Easter eggs here on Haven's Hollow, and I've already uploaded all 5 previous Easter eggs. If you haven't watched those, I will have them linked down below. So this is the 6th Easter egg. Now, if you complete all 6 Easter eggs, you get something special, and I'll show you that here at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. Now, up to this point, the Easter eggs haven't been too difficult. Now, this is probably the most difficult one to do. However, I'm going to go ahead and make the steps as simple as possible, so let's get started. So this first step isn't necessary to do, however, it is part of the Easter egg, so I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. So the first thing you need to do is land at Research Center. When you land at Research Center, you need to land on the side door. So as you can see, you'll land right by a zip line. Now, once you land here, you will see 2 double doors. Go ahead and go through those double doors, and right down the hallway to the right is a window. As you can see, there will be some paperwork there on the desk. Go ahead and interact with the paperwork, and you will be able to pick that paperwork up. Next, go ahead and jump out the window and head down to the first floor and over to the conference room, where there will be an overhead projector.
You have reinforcements inbound.
Now, once you've located the overhead projector, go ahead and interact with it, and the paperwork you picked up will be displayed on the projector. So as you can see, there is 3 green dots, a red dot, and a blue dot. The 3 green dots change locations in each game, and the blue and red dots stay the same in every game. So the blue dot is at mansion, and the red dot is at farm. Now, what you really need to pay attention to are those green dots. So those green dots are going to show you the items that you need to locate and pick up. Next, you need to land on the roof of mansion and head through the double doors and look for a sight grenade. Usually you can find the sight grenade here in this location. You can also find it right outside both of the doors of this particular room as well. Next, you need to interact with the gramophone, and it will play some spooky music. Next, you need to turn around, and you can see the mirror there. You need to throw the sight grenade at the mirror and interact with the mirror. Next, turn around and interact with the note. You will get a jump scare, and then you will get a note displayed. It says from top to bottom, from Blighted versus Crimson Codex Folio LIV. Then it says, Blood Moon awaits, the sky is torn. Once all is set, the right is sworn. From the depths he shall arise. Madness dwelleth in thine eyes. Next, you'll see 3 glowing red symbols around the room. You need to make note of the symbols. You can see that symbol was for the blood vial, that symbol was for the bones, and lastly is the rock symbol. Now, these symbols are telling you where you need to place the items down at on the ground. Next, you need to collect all 3 ritual items. Now, you could use the map that you got earlier, and it does show you the exact locations where they are spawned at. However, I've found it's just easier and faster to check out the spawn locations yourself. Now, in regards to picking up which item first, I recommend heading over to Pawn since you're at Mansion already. So the first location it could be is underneath this bridge. It wasn't there. So the second location that it can be is under this other bridge over here. All you need to do is look underneath. As you can see, it was here. You need to get close enough to it that you can interact with it, and it will add to your inventory. Now, since these 3 items do get added to your inventory, if you die, you can lose them. Next, head back over to Research Center and jump through this window located at the top of it. Now, just to the left over here on the shelf, there will be a centrifuge that's open. Go ahead and melee it, and you will get a blood vial. Now, just a quick heads up, there are 3 different centrifuge containers here on this floor. Now, when you locate one of these centrifuge containers, it needs to be with the lid open to be able to melee it and interact and be able to get the blood vial out. So again, if you run into one of these and the lid is closed, you cannot interact with it. You need to find the other 2. The other 2 are just down the hallway on the same floor. So the second one will be again on one of these countertops, and the second one will be on the bottom section of a push cart that has surgical utensils. Next, you need to get the Eldritch Stone located at the coal depot. So head to the warehouse section, and you need to find 3 yellow hard hats. Now, you need to find the ones that are located face down. So as you can see, this one is sitting upwards, so you can't melee that one. I wanted to show you the location though. As you can see, this one is facing down. I went ahead and meleeed it, and you can see there is the ritual rock. Now, once you've located all 3 items, you're going to head over to the barn area, and here's where you're going to place the items down in the exact locations that were shown to you in Mansion. Once you do so, there will be a sword that appears here in the center. Go ahead and pick up that sword, and as you can see, there is a yellow circle on your attack map. You need to kill 5 enemies within that yellow circle within that time frame. And if you're doing this with teammates, they can help to shoot the 5 people within the circle as well. Now as you can see, as the bodies start piling up, the blood ritual starts coming together. Now there's nothing too special about the sword. It does melee like a normal melee weapon, and it was quite difficult to use as well, of course, using a melee weapon when everybody else has guns. However, you also aren't able to plate up as well. Even though it says hold Y to plate up, you aren't able to plate while you are holding the sword. Now once 5 people have been killed inside that circle, you can head to the center and interact with the glowing ball. Now as you can see, it says the awakening begins, and something really cool happens. The map completely changes and a blood moon appears in the sky. You also get that awesome blood moon ritual calling card. Now keep looking at the top of the screen. See, it says now you see me camo? So, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, if you complete all 6 Easter eggs, you get that Now You See Me camo as a reward for completing all 6 Easter eggs here on Haven's Hollow. Now, if you haven't completed the other 5, I will leave links down below to all 5 of them. Be sure to complete them all so you can get this awesome camo. If this video helped you out and was informative in any way, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification to be notified of future content. I'm EBK Terminator, and I'll see you guys on the next one.